Hi, everyone, and welcome to Friends of the Show. This is episode 7, I think now. We're already into our 7th episode. That's crazy.
The time is flying.
Yeah.
I'm loving every second of it.
It's been a journey so far that I have adored.
And thank you, everybody who has listened.
Yeah, thank you for listening. This week, we're going to go over 3 different franchises. We're going to start with Beverly Hills, work our way into Atlanta, and finish off with Rhode Island, the newest franchise. So look forward to hearing all of our thoughts on those.
3 in 1. Just for now, until Beverly Hills is a wrap.
Just a little throuple action.
And as you'll notice, it's in order that they aired in, so...
Skip the timestamps if you want.
If you're not here for Beverly Hills, I could understand.
It's been slow.
And this episode was right back to Slow Town.
Yeah, we start off right where we finished.
And nothing really happened.
Which was nowhere.
The way they hit us with a to be continued, I thought we were going to get a fight.
Yeah, instead we've just got Sutton with her curtain hair opening up, saying, Dorit, why are you being so mean?
You said it best. Sutton was being wimpy.
She was being wimpy and a weirdo.
Oh, that was funny to read.
She wanted to mediate a situation she had no business mediating.
And why is she so invested in what happens between Dorit and Kyle? Like, I don't think you like Dorit or Kyle that much, Sutton, based off this show. If she does like Kyle, it's because Kyle's sister's Kathy.
Yeah, and I also feel like she's just trying to get her screen time up.
Because they know if you are on Team Kyle, who's might as well be an executive producer of the show, then you're guaranteed some screen time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sutton was being a weirdo. Her hair looked a mess.
She said, I am leaving so dramatically
Over
just because
nothing.
Dorit was a little bit dismissive of her and just went on to go with the party instead of sitting there being like, I'm not going to apologize to Kyle for 10 more minutes.
And honestly, Dorit, I don't blame you.
No.
I don't need other people coming up to me telling me when to apologize.
And I'm at my friend Rachel's party. I like Rachel. I'm not going to piss her off by starting a fight at her party.
Okay, and Rachel's already going through it, as we see in this episode. She is having a hard time with her ex having an Instagram account. So let's cut her some slack.
Let's cut her some slack, apparently. That's one of the hardest things you can go through in life is your ex starting to move on Instagram and locking it down saying, happy birthday, my love.
And she's the third woman after Kyle and Dorit who sees this shit on Instagram.
Yes. Why are you ladies still following your exes or like getting information about your exes from Instagram? Like, cut that off.
And if people are sending that to me, I'd literally be like, don't send that to me. Why are you sending that to me?
Yeah, cut them off. Cut everyone off that's sending that.
Let me live separately. Yeah, I didn't have much feelings on this episode, to be totally honest. Once Dorit scoffed at Sutton and was like, I'm not doing this. That was like the highlight of the episode.
And then it moves into Boz getting engaged, which was, to me, a little too rehearsed, and I really hated his jacket.
I didn't even notice his jacket.
His jacket looked like rainbow fish, but bedazzled.
I'm going to have to go back and look.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. It felt like Boz knew what she was showing up to, even though she tried to be like, I had no idea. I just wore my most expensive dress and had my daughter wear her most expensive dress.
To go to, like, Nobu.
Yeah, like a basic LA restaurant that people always go to. Not that dressed up.
No, and invite 30 people. The second that you invite 30 people, I know what you're up to.
Uh-huh. Well, she was like, it's just me and Lael for dinner. And I'm like, is it?
Yeah, but when she walks in, like, it spoils the whole surprise.
Right. I knew it the second when I saw what they were wearing. I'm like, you're too dressed up. I know exactly what's coming. And then there they were behind that door.
And I said, oh.
Congrats.
And she said, yes. Just like that.
Yeah. We were talking before. It was slightly awkward.
It was a little awkward.
Which would lean itself to that maybe it was rehearsed. A little
Yeah,
staged.
that seemed like maybe the second or third take, like maybe production realized that they were out of focus or something, and they had to go back and do it again.
It's either that, or I was thinking they already got engaged outside of the show, and then the show was like, well, we need an engagement for the show.
Ooh, you think that?
They could do that.
I kind of always expect anyone who gets engaged on the show is looking for Bravo to pay for the wedding.
It's an interesting theory. I heard Tamra Judge throw some shade to Gretchen, because it's Tamra Judge. She said, well, just so you know, Boz, we had a girl get engaged on my show with no cast members invited, and that was sort of a kiss of death. And I'm like, you weren't wrong, Tamara. Gretchen got fired right after that for being like a staged proposal.
That was one of the worst staged proposals I think I've ever seen.
With the fucking helicopter and whatever
First
else.
off, the woman proposing to the man.
Uncomfortable.
It was weird, especially because the man is Slade.
Yeah, I would have been fine with it if it were anyone else.
Anyone else but Slade.
Yeah, why do you want to be with him, Gretchen? I'm still wondering.
He likes to boost that John Bonet thing she got going on.
She does look like John Bonet, and it's scary.
Like 40-year-old John Bonet.
That's her. She'd never died. That's her. Then we were both impressed with Amanda doing her job this episode. She was like, I got a party I'm expected to be at. I'm going to the damn party I'm expected to be at.
Yeah, and the party's Dorit's party. So,
Thank you.
like, for her to show up and not have any of her go-to friends there, it really showed kind of, I guess, strength in her character this episode.
Yeah, you weren't being a wimp at all, Amanda. I was like, good for you.
You went to the party. You didn't cause any drama. You stayed in the background for once and didn't open your damn mouth.
You just hung out with the people you knew.
And didn't complain.
Which was like Jennifer Tilly, and that was about it.
Ate a cracker, maybe.
And then you go.
You wore boots you can move your legs in at this party.
That's true.
Because those boots at the last party,
Ooh.
they were a little too up the thigh.
They were real up the thigh. And then Rachel's, I was like, oh my Virgos, come sing happy birthday.
I expected Amanda to sing happy birthday to herself the loudest.
I was shocked. Amanda just kind of stood there. I was like, you know what, Amanda? Maybe I've been too hard on you. You're not exactly the person I think you are.
I'm going to go back to saying it's a millennial thing because she's just not comfortable around the people that she's with. She knows they don't really like her that much, so she's going to do the thing where she kind of just quietly sits in the corner.
Blends into the wallpaper. And she did this whole episode after she was like, I'll go to Dorit's party.
The only comment I heard from her this episode was about her knees and not being able to move them.
And then just the fact that Dorit's having a book cover party with no book.
With no book written. Like, how do you know what the cover should look like? You don't even know what the book is about yet.
I actually really liked Amanda being like, am I going to go to this party for the woman whose ghostwriter hasn't written her book yet? Yes, I'll go. Fine.
It's so LA.
That is so LA. Even Jennifer Tilly's like, we're doing this backwards. Usually you write the book and then we get a cover.
Exactly.
Ooh, my favorite part of the episode was the end. Because they said, is Erika Jane coming? And Dorit's like, I haven't heard otherwise. And then they do the dramatic, like, dun-dun at Sutton's house. And then knock on the door. Who's there? Erika Jane, skipping the party, going to Sutton's house.
Looking fabulous, by the way.
She always looks good. But this season, she's killing it.
Yeah. And I gotta say, Rachel knew that Erika wasn't going to this party, and she does not mention it to Dorit one time, even after Sutton texts during the party to say, I'm not going to be there. Rachel just keeps mum and moves on.
I kind of liked that.
I like it, but at the same time, if you're going to say you're Dorit's friend so much, wouldn't you think that she would tell her?
That's a very good point. I would if I were... I don't even need to be somebody's friend. I would tell you.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I talked to Erika. She's not going to be here.
She said she didn't want to come.
I wouldn't even start a problem over it. I'd just be like, she's not coming.
That's it. So that's where we left with the to be continued. Again.
Another.
A damn again. And it's Erika or Sutton opening the door to Erika Jane. And I was like, well done, Erika Jane.
And the conversation is not even going to be that epic because
No.
they're not going to fight over anything. So the to be continued is so unnecessarily dramatic.
They could have just done a regular style, like ended the episode and then picked right back up. We didn't need it all dramatic with to be continued.
But they keep doing that so they don't have to give us a next time on.
I noticed that.
And I think it's because the season is so boring that if they keep spoiling it for us, nobody's going to watch.
And there's really nothing to tease.
No, they haven't even done like Watch What Happens Live for them like they had been.
No.
These last 3 episodes have had no attachment.
To Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Erika Jane, I think, will be there next week. But that'll be when the reunion starts airing, I think.
No, because it would have been the finale this week because we would have got our title cards at the end that said what they were up to.
I just know I saw the upcoming list and Erika Jane was on it.
Ooh.
And I'm like, why during the reunion and not the season? Maybe the reunion will be good and they need her there to do some talking.
Ooh.
I hope so. Beverly Hills reunions usually are good to me, but the last
Usually
few,
somebody's refusing to film with anyone ever again.
there's dramatics. Sutton 1 year faked having a seizure to get out of there, which I loved.
That'd be me, though.
I'm sick. I gotta go.
I gotta go. Somebody give me a clonazepam.
If Kathy Hilton walked into it and I knew she was coming to eviscerate me, I would also start flailing around.
Yes.
Out of fear. Her cortisol spike. She's at.
I also like the appearance of Buddha Kathy this episode because whenever Sutton's all disparaged about Dorit casting her off, Kathy just sits there and goes, well, sometimes you just gotta move on or something along those lines.
Kathy could not care less about anything happening this season, and I love that because she's like, none of this is that serious, you guys.
Nothing matters anymore.
Even Kathy's like, I've had more serious things on this show than what y'all are fighting about.
Yes.
With Renna.
Nearly every season, too.
Because it was Renna, then it was Kyle. So, yeah, Kathy's been in the drama.
And when it's not Renna or Kyle, Kehm be in her ear.
True. Speaking of, Kehm and Kyle still fighting about houses and suing each other, so...
That's going to get good.
Yeah. Honestly, we need Kehm to
Kehm
film.
Richards needs to be back.
I loved her because she was such a hot mess. It's like,
So neurotic.
it doesn't get better than that.
No.
Do you know what's great is every time we talk about Beverly Hills, we get
Distracted by
sidetracked
another.
to a different show.
Yes.
Girls, we love you, but step it up. We shouldn't be getting sidetracked.
No, we shouldn't. And we should, I guess, recourse.
Yeah. And that's really the end of Beverly Hills. So we can go ahead and move on to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 2, Rumors and Raised Eyebrows.
It opens with K. and Porsha
Meeting with Kelli.
meeting with Kelly.
Mm-hmm. They go to a place called Dirty Tea, which I would like to go to.
Porsha ordered one of everything.
She did. She said, we'll have all 3, thank you. Porsha, you looked so good in this episode. You're the hottest person ever.
Honestly.
Just had to throw that out there.
And I like that you're on both sides of the fence.
It makes it even hotter.
Even hotter.
And then I was living for Porsha in this, being like, well, Kelli, you want to talk about what I've been up to? Let's talk about the married man you slept with 2 months ago.
I love that she always turns around any kind of accusations made against her on whoever, and it turns into a, who said that?
The best fit. That's Porsha's signature at this point. Let me flip it and reverse it.
Some Missy Elliott shit.
And then when Kelli rolled in, it made me laugh because she had a scarf on. And Porsha said, hey, Thelma, where's Louise? Oh, and then Porsha pulled a Ramona from Housewives of New York. She said, we're just oil and vinegar.
She did say we're oil and vinegar, and I was like, so you go good on some bread?
Yeah, you go together well. You meant oil and water, but we knew what you meant. What blew my mind, seeing Phaedra teach Ayden to drive. I was
Yes.
like, that boy is driving.
When we used to not even know how long he was cooking for.
No, not at all. Not even Phaedra knew.
Phaedra said, I think I'm 6 months.
She was like, he'll be here in July. That's what I know. Which also, remember when Kim Zolciak quit the show and stormed out?
Yes.
And because she was like, I can't go on vacation with y'all. My due date has changed. And Phaedra just was like, well, don't ask me.
I like that Kelli, too, in the situation with Porsha, she was able to easily diffuse Porsha by just being like, you going to give me a hug? And then she stands up to give Porsha a hug. And she's at Porsha's breast.
Yeah, like a little kid.
And I thought she was sitting down still because that's how short she was.
She's a tiny little thing.
So small. I'd like to know if she is legally considered
a little person.
a little person.
Because I don't think Portia's like that tall either.
No.
Like,
She
she's
seems
tall,
pretty
but
average,
yeah.
like maybe 5'9" at the
Right.
most.
So Kelly's like 5 foot.
Lower than
Maybe,
that. She was at her
perhaps.
breasts.
Yeah. I appreciated it, but then we know now Kelly didn't mean anything she said in this at the beginning of this episode. She was just
No.
like, whatever I got to say to keep Porsha calm.
But I also get that because that's me in a fight sometimes.
Also, if you know Porsha, she will throw hands. So
She was already doing her Porsha thing where she was saying that you're doing the thing she was doing.
that's step one. So if you keep pissing her off, she's going to start fighting you.
Eventually, she's going to put her hand in your hair and rip you to the floor.
I said that to myself watching. I'm like, y'all need to watch it with Porsha. She has dragged people by the hair. Put some respect on there. And then Michelle shared with us that Drew's man, or not man, we don't know, Black, is in her DMs flirting.
Well, all he does is sit on his phone all day, so what else do we expect?
True, that's what the ladies pointed out. He must love being on that phone.
He has a whole station set up so he could sit
Ring
there on
light.
FaceTime. He had like a bar stool that he was sitting on so you could see his outfit.
And it was like in his kitchen. I'm like, you just sit in,
Yes.
in your house for 3 hours?
Against the wall so you can have a nice background.
I don't even want to FaceTime anybody in general. So don't FaceTime me for 3 hours and think that's me attending your party.
Yeah, I don't mind a FaceTime, but I don't want it to go on and my arm hurt from holding my phone.
Yeah. Make it succinct if you're going to FaceTime. And in my notes, I have a note that says, let Kelly know, Miss P, Kelli has a past. She did say, you want to talk about my past, Kelly? You do have a past. We don't know if there's married men in it or not, but there's a past.
Everyone has a past.
Right.
I do like, too, Porsha in her web of spinning the truth is like, you were talking about me and Dennis. And, like, why would she be talking about you and Dennis in the middle of her having relations?
Was it Cynthia who was like, if you're thinking about Porsha and Dennis during sexy time in bed, something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
I can't remember now who said that.
I think it might have been Angela because she said, have you seen him now?
And she was like, y'all talking about Porsha?
They popped him up and he had like gray in his goatee or his beard and he didn't look right.
He looked crazy in that picture.
He did not look like Dennis the hot dog man we once knew.
She did say, have y'all seen him? And then my favorite quote of the episode was at that Dirty Tea as Kelly and Porsha are fighting. Michelle is like, we got crumpets and shit. Can we just cheers and get along?
Yes, and she also iconically said, this is so unfair to be sitting here talking about this lady's hot pocket.
She did. And then she's like, why am I here? Why am I in this?
Why am I in the middle? And Kelly's like, why are we talking about this so publicly? And Portia's like, we're not. And
This is private.
this is private.
With the 3 cameras in a restaurant full of people.
And K. Michelle is a witness.
And Michelle even thinking, why am I here?
Why? This should be a one-on-one. This could have been an email.
It could have been you could have popped over to one of each other's houses for 5 minutes and got the same scene. Oh, something we didn't acknowledge last week. We have a new lady in town named Pinky.
I think we acknowledged her on her cast listing, but her storyline, we totally forgot about her.
We did. We didn't even mention it.
but that's because there wasn't really much storyline to go off of. And what
Right.
we did have totally got obliterated in this episode because she's coming in saying how great of a businesswoman she is. And then in this episode, it's about how not great of a businesswoman she is and how she lost her company for 43 days and bought it back, which didn't make any sense to me.
No. And she also threw in the number 20 million in debt to
20
open
million
these
in debt.
businesses.
And she's talking about she had like so many locations and close some locations down.
And I have questions. How'd you get money to buy it back in 43 days?
That's the real question.
So I'm gonna need answers, and I don't know if that'll come up in the season. So Andy Cohen, can you please jot this down for the reunion on your little cards?
I need the name and number of your loan manager
Please.
because they got you a smoking deal to get you $20 million out of debt in 43 days.
Can I tell you something too? I don't trust someone who's vegan who cooks meat.
I don't trust vegans that call themselves slutty vegans because what does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that entail?
Like, it doesn't relate to food to me
At all.
at all. And it just makes me kind of icked out about the food. Like, is this
Yeah.
food slutty food? Like, is it gonna?
Is it vegan?
Is it food?
What is it? That was what I was unclear on while Pinky was talking. I'm like, what food is it though? Is it soul food? Is it chicken and waffle house? Like, what is it?
It's just vegan food. Slutty.
No, thank
Opening
you.
its non-existent legs.
Kelly, I'm not feeling you too much in this episode, but I'd much rather go to your chicken and waffle place and have that than whatever the slutty vegan has to offer.
Yeah, because those chicken and waffle cupcakes looked divine. And I was like, I didn't even know you could make a chicken and waffle cupcake.
And I knew it must have been good when they said Cynthia's got 3 plates in front of her.
Pass me a chicken wing.
That's valid. That's good food then.
I liked when Shamia, Kelly, and Angela went shopping.
They did go shopping.
And Angela was talking about, I believe it was, who was it? Which man was it when she said, you're just a bitch. You're giving bitch qualities.
Was it about that guy? No, that came later. I don't know who that was about.
But I liked the quote.
I like Angela so far this season. I didn't love her last season. This so far, I'm like, I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
And as they were shopping, Kelly had her dog, her pink hair dyed
Cheetah
dog.
print dog.
Yeah. And I was just watching, going, give that dog a bath. It looked greasy.
And Yorkies are oily.
She said, don't worry, Cha-Cha's not getting her hair done right now. And I'm like, well, she needs a bath, clearly.
Clearly.
So, Kelly, can we stop dyeing dogs? I don't think that's good for them.
They use vegan dye, though. Maybe
Oh.
slutty vegan dye.
She should branch out if she hasn't already. Pinky.
Pinky.
I like that name.
I do like your name. I might like what you got going on if we can get past this intro stuff. And I need you to get into some of the conversation because that's why we forgot about you. Because you don't really participate in the conversation when you are in the room and you've only been in the room twice.
And she's doing that like, I got to catch up because there's so much
Yeah.
history. And it's like, don't catch up, just get in there. Get right in with somebody.
You were brought on the show usually as a friend to someone. Cling
Is
to
she
your
a
friend.
Or is she a housewife?
No, she's a housewife, but you know they usually bring a friend to
Right. Someone's
join.
friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't even know because I'm like, is she a friend? Is she a housewife? She's
Yeah,
a housewife
she's
because we
popped
met
up
her
twice.
family. We don't meet the friends' families.
No, and I liked her husband having her back throughout, you know, her little situation, but I also thought he was like extremely emotionally intelligent.
Yeah. It was impressive. He was like, you're a strong woman. That's just pushed me to work harder. And I'm like, that's cute.
And he said, I was going through great things while you were struggling, and that was hard for me to want to celebrate myself while you couldn't celebrate you. And
Wow.
that to me spoke volumes because I've been there.
That's sweet.
And to have someone who's actually ride or die and like not gonna throw it in the other person's face that they were having a good time is very polite.
And their kids were cute.
Yeah.
It was cute that they were like, I did appreciate Pinky being like, yes, I got pregnant 3 times back to back to back. I don't need anyone's opinion about it.
No. And I like, too, that they're both restaurant owners.
Yeah,
That's
so they can
cute.
relate.
Yeah.
Clearly, because I was watching this, I'm like, between Kelly and Pinky, I would never own a restaurant.
No.
Seems
not
like a
in
nightmare.
Not in Atlanta. You got so much competition.
True. It's a huge place. Already has successful restaurants. And look at all the money it took just for these people to open a restaurant there.
Kelly said over $100K just to get hers open, and it's been 13 months since she started her lease.
Did you catch that was just to the landlord too?
Yeah, but she only had to pay $50K, and then she said another like $50K in miscellaneous services and stuff.
How did that happen, Kelly? How do you let that happen?
Well, if you can't get the doors open, you got to pay that rent.
Unless you
and if you're not making money, it's
you're
hard
not
to pay.
paying the rent.
Mm-hmm.
She
should have got a better business loan, maybe a Pinky business loan.
Clearly, Pinky had her ass covered.
Yeah.
She said $20 million in debt. Who? I'm done.
Not 43 days later.
That's impressive.
So impressive.
Kelly, if we're gonna give you any credit though, the food looked good.
The food looked divine.
So we'll give that to you. That's about all the nice I had to say about Kelly in this episode, so I'll just move on.
I do want to bring up Drew had a movie premiere this episode.
She sure did.
And the casting looked great. The cutscenes that they showed looked pretty good until this alien creature
Was dragging her?
pops up, and it looks like a Tubi movie at that point. And I'm just like, look at all these people in the movie theater watching this Tubi movie.
And taking it serious because they knew Drew was there, so they were trying to be nice.
I know. I was like stunned.
And I love Drew comparing her dying in that movie to Jada Pinkett Smith dying in Scream 2.
She thought she had an iconic role.
I know, but Jada Pinkett, that's an iconic scene, Drew. We didn't even know your movie existed.
Every opening scene in Scream.
That's the whole thing with Scream, is the opening has to be memorable.
Yes.
And the first one, she said, I'm going to be like Drew Barrymore and Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm like, you just want to be in a Scream movie, girl. We can go audition.
Also, you died 35 minutes in, not 10.
Yeah, Scream is like immediate.
They tried to cast you, girl, but something happened with your character. Flaws.
I'm curious to see this movie, though, because you know who else might have been in it? Was one Miss Claudia Jordan, Real Housewives of Atlanta's season 7, who, one of the only people ever dared who went to go up against Nene Leakes.
And didn't back down.
Never.
Ever.
In fact, won even a shade off between her and Nene, which was very hard to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't it like she won the battle?
She won the battle. She didn't win the war.
No.
Because how are you going to win a war against Nene at that time?
And didn't she only get like one season?
She only got one, and the problem, everyone liked her messing with, or her beef with Nene, because that was funny. But she also had a beef with Porsha, remember? And she was just not letting that go for no reason.
She was beefing with everyone.
For no reason.
And it was just no reason. And it had no weight behind it.
And she wouldn't let anything go.
No.
So that's what did her dirt. She did herself dirty because she wouldn't let that shit go.
Well, it's on you now.
And now she didn't even say a word in this episode. She was just there.
She had a little card pop up that said her name.
Claudia Jordan.
And normally if they have someone, they have like at least like a little hangout sesh with them.
Yeah, I thought, oh, we're going to hear her talk.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
She
is
doesn't
she
want
in
to
the
film
movie?
with Porsha still.
Clearly. Because as soon as Porsha came in, I saw Claudia's back. I kind of want to watch this movie, though.
Yeah, I want to watch the movie. I want to see what's up with Porsha and her now new lady friend.
I forgot the lady friend's name, but
Sway.
Sway.
She showed up with a lady friend, not just a friend this time.
No.
A lady friend.
She said, I'm dating.
I'm dating.
Yeah, you are, girl.
She said it's so quaint. It was so cute.
It's really cute, and I liked her friend. seemed really sweet.
Yeah,
She was introducing herself all nicely to everybody. Got everybody drinks at the bar. I was also like, this...
She was giving Atlanta.
To quote Phaedra, it's giving Atlanta. And then I was baffled because I'm like, she went and got everybody shots of like tequila and whiskey from this movie theater.
Yeah, so it's like an AMC with
some good booze, because I thought you could only get like a Truly.
No, you can get shots and stuff, but they're like $42, so nobody does it.
And if you're filming Housewives with a premiere taking place, it was probably free for them.
Also, do like me and just sneak in a little box of wine, those little juice box ones.
Yeah, that's smarter.
Yeah, or a can of Truly.
Literally anything will work.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. I know I said this last week, but Cynthia was just there.
Yeah, Drew
again.
might have copped, sorry, to kind of go back, she might have copped to some lesbian relations.
Did I black out?
You might have blacked out because she told Porsha, oh, you're going down the same road I did or something along those lines.
I did not catch that.
Yeah, and Porsha ran it back and said, wait a minute, Drew, what'd you just say? In her confessional.
It's amazing how you can be looking right at this show and still miss things.
Yeah, so apparently Drew's trying to say Portia's copycatting her now.
I have to go rewatch this whole movie theater part of the episode.
Yes, because I also thought that Drew was like kind of twinkle-eyed at Sway, the lady friend. I mean, Phaedra was.
They all were.
Phaedra was thirsty.
Phaedra said, "Ooh, I like your hands."
She said, can we go on a double date?
She did.
So many times.
I love how they all swarmed. They were like,
Hi.
"Hi, who are you?" Like little schoolgirls.
Yes.
Oh, and then, so the end of the episode is not Drew's movie. It's Kehm3.
Yes. Going through it.
Terribly. That sounds scary as shit.
During something that's supposed to be a beautiful moment for her, too.
A highlight of her career.
Yeah, performing at the Country Music Awards.
For an artist she loves.
Yes.
Man. Was it Reese? That's
yeah,
who it was, right?
Reese. I don't remember her last name, so forgive me.
I think it's Taylor, perhaps.
I'm not sure. Somebody watch the episode and tell us.
We're just bad with names, y'all.
Yeah, bad with names, and I was more concerned about the fact that Kehm3 went on the stage prior to having like a full body, I'm gonna guess, sweat that was so profuse that like she soaked the couch.
No kidding.
And then they had to blow dry her, much to our dramatic reenactment pleasure.
I was mind blown. We got a dramatic reenactment.
I love that she stood there to do it. And then she winds up in the hospital, though, all because she had black market ass shots back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, you just got a wound?
Yeah, like an open pocket probably in her butt. And it's probably full of infection.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, she could have went septic and she still went up there and performed. She just said her whole body was numb, and that's crazy to me that you're just going to go up there fully numb and just sing your heart out.
And I'd like to issue a correction. It's Reese Palmer.
Reese Palmer. I'm glad you looked that up because I felt bad not knowing.
I'm like, we need to know.
Apparently she's iconic. I just don't listen to country music.
I haven't listened to straight up country since I was a child.
Yeah. When you're influenced by your parents'
Literally.
music choice.
We're hip hop, pop type of people.
I like a lot of electronic music. So.
Anything but country, really.
Anything but country.
So yeah, Kehm3, we're thinking about you. That was scary. We're glad you're okay. And then it seems like right after the dramatic reenactment's over, they gave us next week on, and it's going to be a good one. With Kehm3 having some problems with Porsha.
Yes.
She said, that dingbat.
That dingbat Porsha.
I was in the second I heard that. I'm like, oh, it's going to be good.
I love Kehm3 because her accent also comes with like the southern lingo. Like she almost talks like Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I love her so much.
She's giving Dolly Parton and she's talking like Hannah Montana.
And every time I'm watching her, I'm just like, oh, the bitch is shaking the table.
Yes.
Because she is. She's going to shake this cast right now. We love you, K-Michelle.
We love you, K-Michelle. I hope someday to interview you because
oh my God, you would pass out.
I would pass out and die.
And
I would just want you to like read me.
I would live. That'd be so good. K-Michelle, you're a bucket list for us. Just know that.
Yes.
And so now, do we move on to a little lady named Housewives of Rhode Island? So Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 3, Saturday Night Fever Dream. Another episode.
About a stupid Studio
54.
Studio 54 party, which is the most cliche party theme that
Yeah.
pisses me off.
Only boomers in that group want to do it, though. Ain't no millennial like, let's do Studio 54.
But like, what do they even got to do with Studio 54? Like, they weren't going.
Y'all were like children.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't going there.
No.
Everybody looked good.
Everybody looked good, but well,
Rosie knew.
your outfit. Yeah.
She knew. What a good episode, though. Probably the most fillery episode we've had of Rhode Island so far, but it's only the 3rd episode, so I'm not complaining.
And even for filler, we still had a lot of development. Like Kelsey brings in her second boyfriend, Bill,
She sure did.
and he's just casually okay with her being in a like nearly marriage
Like
type
sugar baby,
relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were talking like he doesn't have money. So I'm like, wouldn't that make you feel bad about yourself?
Wouldn't you think you're feeling horrible about yourself when your girl goes home at night and sleeps in another man's house?
Did you see how big the house was? They showed the outside of it.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's where Kelsey lives by herself.
Probably an old colonial built way back when.
Way back. And it's big. That's the only shit you can find on the East Coast for that kind of price.
Family money.
Because I was blown away. I'm like, she lives here by herself like 6 months a year. You should just have Bill come stay with you those 6 months.
That's probably awkward though.
Probably, but if I was the housekeeper, I wouldn't say nothing. I'm going to let her do her. Oh my God. From Kelsey's boyfriend Bill to Alicia's doll museum.
Or also known as her friends.
Liz got the ick in that moment. She was scared.
I don't blame her because those dolls weren't just regular dolls. Like,
Why were they like Bratz or something?
They were like Dollar General Bratz dolls.
Yeah. The Bratz nobody ever saw before.
No.
She said, yeah, my daughter plays with them carefully, very carefully.
Very careful. She said, look at the 3 shades of eyeshadow.
She did. And then they do mascara.
And they got a shimmer on their lips.
And Liz was just like, bitch, I know you're joking. I could see that look on her face. Like, is she joking?
Is she psychotic?
Did you see Watch What Happens Live last night?
I did not.
It was Porsha and Liz.
Oh, I wish I would have watched it.
It was cute.
I gotta go back and rewatch.
You can tell Liz has never been on TV before.
Oh, I gotta see her interact with Porsha because Portia's so...
Porsha was being really
Porsha.
sweet with her.
Oh.
Yeah. Liz was in her own world.
That's what I mean, though, because Porsha will just say some cute little one-liners because she doesn't know what to say.
She was being so... I'm like, Porsha, girl. Oh. You are the star. You are the star.
She really is, after Nene left.
Truly.
Rulla
Rulla
was talking about cultural pressures on staying in her marriage, even though her husband has cheated, and how in her culture, her Lebanese Syrian culture, they don't really divorce. And then producers pop in and say, but aren't you divorced? And she shuts it down real quick and says, we're not talking about that. My family wouldn't want me to talk about that. And for
what
her...
the hell went on, Rulla?
to come out and just like pretend she's perfect and then to have this little mark is also...
It's upsetting because I thought I was going to love Rulla, and so far I'm like, this is my least favorite person on the show.
She's hiding from herself.
Uh-huh, and I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
You can tell she's in denial. Mm-hmm. Because poor Joellen is like, he is.
He is, Ma.
Yes, and she still is like, okay, well, let him speak for himself. And then your husband sat there quiet.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's because he's guilty and has nothing to say.
And if you didn't watch the episode, he's talking about a little showdown between Joellen and her husband, Gary, versus Rulla and her husband, Brian.
I'm glad you remembered Brian's name because I didn't.
It took me a while to get his name down, but
I remembered Gary.
He sat there quietly like a little bitch.
He did. He did not want to be there.
No, and he let Rulla do all the talking. Like, Joellen's husband, Gary, approaches him man to man.
I liked that. I appreciated it.
And he still had nothing to say.
I liked it because so often on Housewives, you see the men get involved with the women. Are you Peter or are you Patricia? But in this case, it reminded me of Jersey, where they just went to the other husbands and were like, we need to talk about this.
And then you had a Joe versus Joe.
Thank you, gentlemen. Deal with each other, not the women.
And speaking of house husbands, I have decided to nickname Ashley's husband Handsome Hair, because he has really handsome hair, but like the rest of his face, I don't know if it's just not symmetrical enough for me or what. But he's like he's cute, but he's not as handsome as his hair. But they have
good hair.
He's got great hair, but they have got to be the most boring couple in Housewives history. Like, he literally just complains about his coffee shop not running properly.
We need a new espresso machine. We need a new ice maker. We need a new da-da-da-da.
And she just sits there and listens and cries then later because he's not happy.
She does just cry. I feel for her, but, like, you got to do something about it then.
And it's boring.
Yeah, we don't want that on Housewives. This is too TLC for me.
This is more like 90 Day Fiancé trying to figure it out before you get married.
Even though y'all married with kids, but maybe we should have thought about it.
Yes.
Maybe we should have thought about opening that coffee shop.
Or putting that baby in that swing.
She said, this swing is not right. Oh. Baby almost hanging out of it. I like Ashley, and I believe his name is Jared, but I was like, I don't need an 18-episode season of Housewives where y'all just talk about your coffee shop the whole time.
No, I could see them being the first recast.
Yeah, they better step it up if they don't want to be recast.
Yeah, they're going to be needing to do something because they're too happy other than his misery.
Yeah, it has nothing to do even with her, so it's not like juicy drama.
Yeah, it's not relationship drama. It's like
work stress.
Which
that ain't fun.
No, and we're here to watch ladies that don't work.
Thank you.
We don't want to be bothered with hearing about people's work.
And we both were baristas, so it's like PTSD time when you fucking talking about espresso machines and ugh.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't want to hear about it.
No, and I did work at one briefly in Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm. What was it called?
Ice, I don't want to say.
Okay.
Their ice machine in the summertime wouldn't work. So that's like a thing because of the humidity.
Oh, it just breaks shit down. Mm-hmm. That's miserable.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of thinking to do about that ice machine because it's never going to work.
She said that's going to be on your mind the rest of the time you own that bitch.
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm just a little bit, I do feel bad, but like, that's a big coffee shop. Did you see how big that place was?
It's huge. You should have like a walk up, not a sit down.
Thank you. But yeah, Jared, bro, you just need the right people under you, first of all. You need an assistant manager who knows what they're doing, how to run the shit and not bother you when you're not home or when you're not at work.
Yeah, you don't need to be 20 hours out of 24 hours a day at your coffee shop. First off, you should be closing by like 4 p.m. max.
Yeah, you don't need to stay open until 9 p.m.
No.
Coffee shops that do that, you just want to burn money.
Mm-hmm. Money laundering.
Oh, even at the end of this episode, during the Studio 54 party, Jared's like, we're going to have to swing by Audrey's on the way home.
And I always forget who the fuck Audrey is.
I know. I'm like, is that your mom? And she's like, do we have to? You could tell she's like, I do not want to do that again.
Again. Mm-hmm. We just left.
We're always there.
Always.
That's why she picked her nails off so comfortably. She's probably always there.
It was so disgusting.
I did go back and watch, by the way.
And they're just sitting in a pile out of focus.
Yeah, it happened like that. Mm-hmm. She looked at him all crazy, and then next shot, they're gone, just on the counter.
Ugh, it was disturbing.
If you want your business to boom, maybe don't do that on TV.
Yeah.
Because people were bothered.
Especially me.
You are people.
Honestly, that's kind of where it wraps up with RHORI.
Yeah.
You have Liz and Kelsey getting into a fight at the end of Liz's party for not for Gary, for Jerry.
They're very close names.
They're very close
Spelled
names.
similarly. And Liz is maybe a little tipsy. Actually, she said on Watch What Happens Live, she's like, I had too much to drink.
You could hear it in her voice.
Uh-huh.
She said, I want to go to the seawall.
And then when Kelsey's like, maybe not with Dino.
She
She's
throws
like,
it.
fuck you, Kelsey.
She gets a blackout rage.
She's like, if anyone has anything to hide here, it's you.
And I know things about you.
I want to know what you know, Liz.
Well, apparently, it's that she knows Dino.
That's what I was picking up. They were intimating that she had maybe slept with Dino.
Yeah, Liz straight up says, like, you should ask Kelsey.
Because when Dino walked in, Kelsey was like, I'm not going near him. And I thought that was odd. But then at the end, when they did that, I was like, oh, it's because they hooked up.
They had relations.
And Liz said Dino doesn't look young, but he is younger.
Oh.
So not too old for Kelsey. Probably younger than her boyfriend.
Probably.
I love the incestuousness of this show. Keep it coming.
That's why I said Gary Jerry.
Just like, can't tell your husbands apart. You all swapping.
They're all going to get nicknames.
They're going to need them.
There's handsome hair already.
That's good. That tells me in my head who that is. There was only one who was like not a mediocre looking white person.
I'm going to call Brian Bitch Boy.
Pussy ass.
Oop.
No offense, Brian, but that was some pussy shit. You just go own it.
Yeah,
Bitch boy.
you went quiet when confronted about your cheating allegations.
Even though he walked in like, we're going to handle this.
Just complete silence.
And then he shut down.
And that tells you everything because he looked nervous. He's rubbing his face. He's turning red. He's taking exasperated breaths.
Rulla's trying to be like, can you say something?
And he just...
And even when, is it Gary who's married to Joe Ellen? Now I'm confused in Jerry and Gary.
Gary is Joe Ellen's,
Okay.
yes.
I loved that he looked and was just like, so why'd you call her work? Tell me, why'd you call? And this man had nothing to say, Brian. He was just like...
He was just a little bitch. He said, I wanted her to stop. So why do you call someone... I've never heard of that before, other than cancel culture, which is so stupid.
ridiculous.
But calling somebody's job to tell on them about something is so fucking dumb. Like,
Especially something like this. This is not a fireable offense.
And also, what do you... Like, you might as well just go tell their mom that they said a bad word
Seriously,
or something. Like,
that is it.
You're really just showing off how weak you are.
I'm going to tell on you.
I'm going to tell on you. Like,
And
no.
Joe Ellen was like, I don't give a fuck.
Go up to Joe Ellen and say, knock it the fuck off.
Yeah, if it's that... Well, first of all, and they won't because they know she's like, I've got to prove. What more do you need to say to me?
But he is, Ma.
He is, Ma. Liz is still mad about that, by the way, according to Watch What Happens Live. She said Rulla never even apologized to me afterward, but okay.
Ooh, that's rude.
I'm like, that was rude, the way she brought it up, too.
Yeah.
He is, Ma.
But he is, Ma.
Rulla, I thought I was going to like you in the Pit Viper type of way.
But I don't. You're kind
don't.
of weak.
The only thing I liked about her was her food in this episode. I wanted all that food at her house.
Yes.
She said it was mostly catering, but don't tell them.
And then it looked like catering.
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't make that.
You plated it like that? Doubtful.
Right? Yeah, that's RHORI.
That's RHORI for you. And next week we will be back with another throuple until we finish up with Beverly Hills. We're going to keep attacking 3 franchises a week. And whenever we're out. And we will catch up with other series franchises that I guess I'm rewatching.
True.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because I finished New York. I was thinking we need to watch. Damn it, I forgot. There's another Bravo show we should watch. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Have a good week.
Love
Thank you for
you.
listening. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.